Well, good evening and welcome to Elland Road for this local derby match against Bradford City, who under new manager Terry Orth will be out to give Leeds a thorough examination. And their league position of 18th could well mean very little this evening. But Leeds, with only 2 defeats in 21 matches since Howard Wilkinson took over, are expected to go for the 3 points that could put them right back into the promotion frame. The Leeds United side, well, there were doubts about Glenn Snowden and John Sheridan. Glenn Snowden has been trouble with an Achilles tendon the last few weeks, but he's been past fit, and so too has John Sheridan. So the Leeds United side is that drew here 0-0 rather on Saturday against Swindon Town. The Bradford City side, well, there's a flu virus going around the club, and there was a scare today, and the match was at one time a little doubt about the match taking place, but it's taking place, as you can see. But Terry Orth's side is riddled with suspensions, injuries and flu bugs. The sweeper Dave Evans, he's out with the hamstring problems. Greg Abbott is suspended, and Lee Sinnott took a knock in the 2-0 defeat at against Palace, but he's playing tonight. So problems at 1 or 2 for Terry Orth, but it's a welcome return for this ex-Leeds United player who's recently taken over as manager of Bradford City. In fact, Terry Orth himself was indoors yesterday suffering from this virus that is going around. The crowd tonight is expected to exceed 30,000, and we've had 2 30,000s here. But tonight is expected to be the biggest of the season, where we'll have to wait and see. While the conditions are very good, there's been pretty strong winds around Leeds these last couple of days, but it has eased this evening. It's fairly cold, but conditions all in all are just about as well as you're going to get on the first day of March. The referee for tonight's match is Mr. Jansen from Lancashire, and his assistants are, with the yellow flag, Mr. Kane from Bootle, with the yellow and red trim, Mr. Wilkinson from Preston. And the mascot this evening is young 10 years old Scott Young of Horsforth. And a great night for him, with the Leeds United skipper there, Noel Blake, and the Bradford City captain, Mickey Kennedy. Well, Leeds have dropped down to 9th position since last Saturday, when they went to 6th. They were 6th rather, they've dropped down to 9th. And Bradford are on 18th, but as I said just a few moments ago, that means very little in these local derbies. Terry Orth, I think, has had 1 win, 1 lose and 1 draw since he took over, and what a feather in his cap tonight if he could put it over local rivals Leeds. But Leeds, recent improvements, as we all know, will be out to give a good account of themselves, particularly after that frustrating draw last Saturday against Swindon Town. So the teams are changing round, and it's going to be Leeds defend the goal to our right as we sit high in the west stand here, just about on the halfway line. The 2 subs for Leeds tonight are John Pearson and Mark Aitherwood. Leeds United captain unable to get back into the side since breaking a knuckle, doing some do-it-yourself at home. And Noel Blake takes over the captaincy. And Bobby Davison, done 15 goals under his belt this season, with striker Ian Baird, who hadn't scored for 7 matches. Well, he'll be out tonight to try and rectify that. Batty and Davison in a little bit of a mess. An early ball through for Leonard. Not Leonard, but Aspin. Putting that ball out. In fact, it's a free kick. Blake. That's Peter Jackson. Now back at Bradford after having a spell with Newcastle. Came back in September, and Bradford no chance with a free kick. Just listen to this noise. Kennedy on the left hand side to Oliver. Leonard. Nice back heel. Jewel. Good challenge. Good save by Mervyn Day, who has been in absolutely excellent form this season. Well, Bradford, if there are any flu symptoms, they're looking to shake them off very early, and a goal would lower the temperatures, I've no doubt, for them. But it's Vince Hilaire for Leeds. It's Baird, and fair challenge. Kennedy. Jewel looking for something from Neil Aspin there, but our referee, Mr. Danson, allowing play to go on. And that's Mervyn Day with the half volley. Good header by Jackson. Jewel, but surely Leonard looked at the offside there, but the linesman flag stayed down. Well, that's an early chance for Bradford, but there looked a suspicion of offside, but the linesman's flag stayed down, and skipper Kennedy not too pleased with himself with that miss, and I think Mervyn Day is going to be booked by the referee. Now, he must have said something. Is he going to be booked or just a stern lecture? But I think he's got away with that one. And just listen to this crowd. Well, Bradford will have brought probably 6,000, 7,000, 8,000 with them at least. Baird. But again, he's penalised, and Bradford City get the free kick. Quickly taken. It's Lee Palin. Back after suspension. Banks, a bad one, picked up by Hilaire. That's a bad one from him. Kennedy picked it up. Thank you very much. Bradford have it. On that left hand side. Rennie. Well, it doesn't look as though Bradford are coming for a point. It looks as though they're coming for three. And we have what could well be a cracker on our hands. That's a long throw. Costello gets the throw. The Bradford City shirts are not exactly ones that a commentator would wish for. The numbers tend to blend into the stripes, so at times gets a little difficult. Identifying this Bradford player. That's a long, long throw on Day. I think that hits in. Got a handball. Jackson. Well, a surprise goal for Bradford City, and it's Peter Jackson. I thought Mervyn Day had it. I thought he hit his chest, and I thought he'd gone the wrong side of the post, but it didn't, and Bradford take the lead. And it looked like Peter Jackson And Paul Tomlinson touches the ball for the first time and has to save the corner. Well, as I was saying, Bradford hadn't come for one, they looked like they come for three, and they've got a goal. And that has really rocked Leeds back. Baird, Banks, Jewell, picked up by Rennie. Baird, Davison, that's Jackson. So, we certainly have a match in our hands now. A goal within 5 minutes. Kennedy. There's too much power on that one. It has to be said there were a lot of appeals from the Leeds defenders when that goal went in, and Mervyn Day thought that he was impeded, but the goal stands, and we have an injury to a Bradford City player, and Ian Baird is going into Mr. Danson's book. Our local derbies are always a little bit fiercely fought contests, and this is living up to the past reputations. Lee Palin, who got the wrong side of Ian Baird. Blake. Well, it's all Bradford at the moment. And Paul Jewell, the ex-Wigan player, just putting that one wide. And they've just rocked Leeds back on the heels a little bit. Shocked with that early goal. Sheridan. Bang away. By Peter Jackson. Davison to Hilaire. Davison! Oh, what a job! What a brilliant save from Paul Tomlinson. That was goal all over it. That's the second time he's touched the ball, but my word, what is important. The crowd appreciating that effort from Bobby Davison, but Paul Tomlinson equal to it in the Bradford City goal. Well, there was Baird flying in and Blake flying in, and it's another corner. Well, there's only one man on the goal line. They're all racing in now, but it's the Bradford City defender, Ian Banks, who gets it away. Well, it's important that Leeds get back in this game, and very, very quickly. And but for the hand of Tomlinson, Leeds thought they were back. And that could well prove a very important save. Aspin going in hard. a lot of local reputation at stake with these two sides. But it's Bradford City at the moment who have the upper hand. 10 minutes gone, they're leading by 1-0. The long free kicks are troubling Leeds. And Bradford prepared to shoot on sight when they see the whites of the Leeds goal. They're prepared to have a go. What's Moving Day? Baird, this time shooting Gavin Oliver. That's a through ball, but there's a lot of amber shirts there. Been having to watch that one very closely, but he did well. It was important that Oliver, who's playing in the central defence, got that one, because Davison was through, and that's an offside. Hilaire showed far too much of that one. It's Jewell for Bradford. Forced to Snowden. Davison was onside. Mitchell was in two minds, but eventually did his job. And Snowden. Baird. Obviously wasn't Baird who got to it, because Leeds had got the throw. Adams. Again. Snowden gets to it. Baird looking for Davison. And that was a good challenge from Peter Costello, because Davison was looking very dangerous. That's offside. There's Brian Mitchell. Rennie beaten to that one by Mark Leonard. Blake, good ball, but I have to say a bad header. Vic Kennedy got a good long throw on him. Brought that down well. Wants some support. Gets the free kick. Brian Mitchell pushing in the back. Baird, that a good knock inside. He's taken a knock for his pains though. Jewell. Walked down by Rennie, play on, said the referee. Baird just picking himself up, just out of camera. Well, one has to say, if Bradford City needed any firing up, Terry Orloff has certainly got them fired up. And they're firing on all four cylinders at the moment. Quarter of an hour gone. They lead by 1-0. But Leeds looking to come back, get back into this game with a throw from David Batty. Adams. It's there! Noel Blake has scored for Leeds United. That's the equaliser. So the number 5 does it for Leeds. Leeds are back in the game. 15 minutes gone. It's 1-1. Wow, what a first quarter. I think that's probably Noel Blake's second or third goal this season. And what a time to get it. So it's 1-1. Leeds have recovered from that early goal from Peter Jackson. And his opposite number 5, Noel Blake, has put Leeds back in. And this match is absolutely fizzing. Leonard. The packed crowd here at Ellen Road. It's a long time since I've seen a crowd as large and as noisy. The memories starting to come flooding back of the glory years with these night matches and big crowds, and with a match to equal it tonight. 1-1, 17 minutes gone. Aspen. Leonard. Davison, good challenge back. Adams rather, sorry. A little bit like Bobby Davison from behind. Not quite a Stockley belt. That's a good one. Jackson away. Ian Baird had lost his boots, but Batty takes the throw. It's Jewell. Good turn by the number 11. With good footwork. Pity the pass didn't match it. It's Hiller. Snowden. Rennie to Aspen. Sheridan picking it up. A long leg of Jackson again. Jewell. Snowden, good challenge. Hilaire. Baird. Sheridan, now Leeds are passing. Sheridan, it's a corner and Banks is thankful, or rather Jackson is thankful to put it there. And it's Bradford's turn to go under the screw. Snowden. It's a good one. Oh, Leonard was back for Bradford. Batty outraced Bradford. Batty trying to get it over the top. Hilaire. Baird. Just can't get through. Costello. Well, that looked like a handball. But it's offside anyway. Play on, said the referee. Well, he did wave play on, but no one saw it. It's a bad free kick. Well, 20 minutes gone, and it's 1-1. Oh, what a thrilling, exciting 20 minutes we've had. End-to-end stuff, and both these sides going for gold. mistaking Jackson's ideas on that one. Very few goals scored from the top row in the far stand. Paired. Blake can't get there. Hilaire with a header. Blake! And suddenly just the odd gap or two appearing in the Bradford City defence. A couple of defenders guilty of ball watching there. Snowden, Costello, Sheridan. Force for Snowden, thankfully. Rennie. Davison. Challenged by David Batty. Snowden. He's asking a lot, but he's still there challenging. Oh, that was a nasty one from Kennedy. It really was. And that surely has to be a booking for the Bradford City skipper. He showed all studs there. Unfortunately, Bobby Davison isn't too badly injured, but I think that's just luck rather than good management on the part of Kennedy. And Mr. Danson really has no option for that challenge rather than to book. Emery has done. John Sheridan. Good header away. Batty. Couldn't pull it back far enough, but a good effort from him. A good kick from Tomlinson. Finds Leonard, but it goes down to Batty. Sitter's kick. Looked like a handball from Jackson, yes. Well, he had to do because it was going straight through to Ian Baird. Sheridan. Davison. Oh, he found himself a hole there, didn't he? Now it's a 1-1. A free kick for obstruction. Snowden. Davison. Going out of play, I fear. But it has to be a Bradford ball. The handball against Mickey Adams. A very good one from Lee. Sheridan. Jackson. Well, he did well. He looked to be struggling, but he recovered well, did the number 5. But that Creighton's isn't a good one. It's still in play. And Baird gets the free kick. He was looking for a corner, but a free kick will suffice. There's a John Sheridan. Ranny was flying in, but Snowden nearly caught in possession. Still onside. There's Noel Blake looking for his second goal. But he wasn't too far away. Well, the Leeds captain, obviously not content with one goal under his belt, looking for another. Oh, now manager Howard Wilkinson has stated he would like some more goals coming from the midfielders. That is obviously vibrating through to the defenders. Batty, well, his idea was good. He tried to find Hilaire and he nearly succeeded. Blake, oh dear. Rennie Davison, he took it beautifully. He took that superbly. Oh dear, that'll have to be a free kick and possibly a booking. Well, that's Jackson. Has to go into the book surely. Davison was flying through. And a classical example of a professional foul there. So with Jackson, Kennedy and Baird in the book, and we've only had 27 minutes play in this first half. So those three have got to watch the P's and Q's. That's another caution, is an automatic sending off. But Davison was flying through there. John Sheridan and Snowden on the wall, obviously doing its job well. Well, I'll tell you what, the two sides so far haven't disappointed what I think is going to be the biggest crowd of the season so far. They've gone at each other's throats, and really it's been a joy to watch. From a spectator's point of view, you really couldn't wish for any more. Blake, that's a good firm header. Davison being closed down by Jackson and Costello. Palin rather. Blake did eventually get just a touch to that. Aspin. Oh, both sides guilty of ball watching there. That's Mark Leonard, but Batty. Nice touch. Snowden. Batty. Oof, and Leeds getting themselves into a little bit of trouble here. This is all self-inflicted. Leonard. That's Blake tidying up, and not too tidy in the end. Mitchell trying to pinch a yard or two. Rennie beaten by Leonard, but well, Jewell gets the decision. Being pushed by Blake, although his foot was high. That's Lee Palin for Bradford. Kennedy. Well, he invited a challenge there. And the linesman is flagging on the far side. Mr. Wilkinson. And Leeds get the free kick, but Kennedy on himself to blame then. Brought the problem about himself. Aspin. Oh John Sheridan. The waste of a good ball. So half an hour gone, and one of the best half hours I've seen here all season, and it's 1-1. Good kick to the ball, Paul Thomas. Got a lot of length through that one there, as you saw. Starts off very, very low, but gathers height, a little bit like an aeroplane taking off. Good kicker of the dead ball. Ex-Sheffield United goalkeeper, of course. Davison, a good ball through from Snowden. Hilaire. Well, Bradford closed him down well. But the chances are coming a little bit more often now for Leeds. Baird and Bradford get themselves into all sorts of trouble. Hilaire, good save from Tomlinson, and it's a corner. Oh, but Bradford, the slips are beginning to show a little bit in the defence. Glenn Snowden with the corner. Good punch. Rennie couldn't turn quickly enough. Bradford were coming out very fast. That's a long, huge kick. Away he goes. Number 7, Costello. He scored a lovely goal. That was a beauty. From a cracking kick from Paul Tomlinson. And he took that away absolutely superbly. But full marks to the goalkeeper. So 2-1, 33 minutes gone. And that was a superb goal when they've been under pressure. Snowden, now it's the turn of Bradford. Well, Leeds conceding a goal completely against the run of play. Aspin, Batty, play on. And Leeds have the throw, but the crowd a little bit incensed on the far side. Aspin took a knock. And the trainer to come on. Well, who would predict the outcome of this match? It really seesawing from end to end. But I've just been commenting about the strong kicking of the Bradford City goalkeeper Paul Tomlinson from the dead ball situation, and from that one from his hands it was an absolute beauty. It covered 3/4 of the length of the field, caught the Leeds defenders completely flat-footed, but it has to be said that Costello finished in absolute superb style, and Mervyn Day will probably catch the flu from the draft from that one. So 2-1 Bradford City lead. 35 minutes gone in this first half, and it's Leeds with the throw. Batty, Sheridan. Blake and Leonard exchanging greetings. Baird, nice touch on to Davison. Batty. Still Batty. Adams. Oh, how did Baird miss that one? Flying in, Liam Baird, looking for his first goal in 7 games. Couldn't get on the end of it. There he is. But it has to be said, that cross from Adams, I couldn't make up my mind whether it's a cross or a shot. But in the end, Baird couldn't get on the end of it. So another half chance goes begging for Leeds. Baird. Closely watched by Mark Leonard, who'd come back with him. John Sheridan. Oliver away. Bradford throw. Leeds manager Howard Wilkinson was stating in the programme last week that every match, in fact every match from now to the end of the season, will take on a cup tie atmosphere, and really tonight's is just confirming it, as a lot of sides are pushing for promotion. Bradford, with their own problems at the wrong end of the table, are looking a very dangerous side tonight. Jewell, and good save by Marvin Day, and suddenly Bradford finding holes in the Leeds defence, and Paul Jewell finding that the Leeds keeper is equally as agile as his own. And the Bradford City supporters packed there behind the goal of Marvin Day as Lee Palin prepares to take the corner for Bradford City. Good collection by Marvin Day. Well, I think if the referee had seen that, he'd have seen a foul on the goalkeeper. You really can't, you're not allowed to move. You can stand in front of him, but you cannot move. So Jewell goes into the book for really an unnecessary booking. I know sometimes goalkeepers are accused of wasting time, but really Marvin Day was wanting to get that ball quickly away. Leonard is on his own. Sheridan. Snowden. Costello. The Bradford City captain Kennedy. He's got a long throw on him, but he hasn't done it this time. It's Palin. The pace too much. So 5 minutes remaining of the first half. 2-1 Bradford City leading. Jackson moving it for Mitchell. Turn passes it to, well, a little bit of time wasting going on here. There's Paul Jewell. Did well. Costello. Kennedy. Mitchell took a deflection from Hilaire, but Marvin Day just holding it. Well, it's Leeds on the rack at the moment. Blake. And Bradford have got the bit between the teeth at the moment. They really are going in, challenging for everything and anything. Oh, and the referee wanting things just to cool down a little. So Bradford are looking to try and go in with a little bit more lead at the interval. Certainly pushing now. And some good stuff here. Palin, Jewell, Batty, Blake, just in time, away from Leonard. Hilaire. Suddenly the Bradford players seem a little bit more available since that second goal went in. Hilaire to take the free kick from Davison. Goes down that line at the ball, tied to his toe. And the pitching. Oh, Bradford again, just when they seem composed, suddenly do a silly pass and in comes Hilaire, but it's rescued by the defender, and it has to be said that Bradford at times, the concentration just seems to leave them and put themselves in a spot of bother. 3 minutes remaining of the half, just a little of injury time. Snowden takes the corner for Leeds. And Blake again, yes! Did it come off Blake? He's going to take it, or was it Davison? I'm not going to argue, but I think no, Blake really ought to be credited with that one. Or was it Vince Hilaire? Well, it's all speculation, it matters little. They're all making little dances away from the ball, and I don't think Hilaire could get away out of its way. And I think Vince Hilaire will probably give it to Noel Blake, so it's 2-2. 2 minutes remaining. Well, it's been officially credited to Hilaire, and possibly, I suppose, that is correct, but it was 90% Noah Blake's goal. Kennedy. Well, now then, how do they stop him? They don't. He lost the ball, he was wanting a free kick, and he probably had a little bit of justification there. Kennedy and Batty. Between them, they get nothing apart from Bradford City get the free kick. Minute remaining of the half. 2-2. And if the crowd are enjoying this, well, I don't know what they want. It really is an absolute thriller. Blake, Baird back defending. Now then, Costello. Snowden did well. He did ever so well because Costello's foot was being wound up. Batty intercepting well. Oliver looking for trouble again. It's given away to Adams, but Mickey Adams had lost it. All the Bradford City defenders at times really do put their supporters' hearts in their mouth. And they're getting away with it. They really will have to tighten up, and Terry Orth will probably be telling them about that at half time. The cross coming in, there goes. Good collection. Doesn't miss very many in the air, doesn't Mervyn Day. Sheridan, as this game continues end to end. Well, if the Bradford City players have been suffering from fluke, just what medicine Terry Hall's been giving them, I don't know. But they certainly don't look to be feeling the effect of it so far. As the match goes on, they may well do, but so far they've given an excellent count of themselves. And these two sides really are giving the spectators absolute value for money. 45 minutes gone, and the referee brings the first 45 minutes to a close, and you really can't get better than that, and the crowd know it, and they're showing their appreciation. Half time, Leeds United 2, Bradford City 2. So the start of the second half, it's Bradford City to defend the goal to our right. That's the Ellen Road goal. And if the second half is half as good as the first, well, there'll be no complaints, I can assure you. It really has been an absolute cracking first 45 minutes, as you saw. And there are no changes as far as I can see. The second goal for Leeds has officially been given to Vince Hilaire. He said at the time, he thought he got the final touch, but Noel Blake was the man who really made it. They were all queuing up to get out of the way of the ball. It's 2-2, and what will the second half bring? And the atmosphere here at Ellen Road this evening is reminiscent of the old days. Just about a nearly full crowd. And Bradford, old duo, making Noah Blake. Just hurry a little. Day. Jackson. Not too much pushing from in bed. Well, Bradford City really have given a very, very good account of themselves in this first 45 minutes, considering they have players who are playing out of position and they're riddled with that flu virus. But they're giving the crowd some excellent stuff to watch tonight. Baird for Leeds. Breaks for Aspen. Sheridan. Well, Leeds have had to come behind twice tonight. They'd like to get themselves in front. I've no doubt in the next 5 minutes would be a very advantageous time to get one, as the two sides try to settle into the rhythm after a half-time break. And some words from their respective managers. But Bradford at times, as you saw, were just a little bit guilty of being a bit too casual in defence and looked slightly panicky at times. And Terry Yorth will have noticed that and no doubt made his point. They have really got to settle when they have that ball and do something positive with it. Jackson would head at Blake. Tomlinson, who made that super save from Davis early on, and was the instigator of that second goal when he put a lovely long ball straight through, and Costello finished it off as you saw. Sheridan. shouldn't think the pace would last as it did in the first half. One really couldn't expect it to. And just whether that virus will begin to tell as the match progresses, we'll have to wait and see. But certainly Bradford are looking very sharp and very, very competitive at the moment. Aspen. On both sides giving away. Banks. Jewell. Lost out to Jewell. Late tackle. Concedes the corner. The first corner in the second half to Bradford City. David Ruddy. Snowden in bed, coming back to assist. It's a goal! Well now, this time the Leeds defence were all at sea, and it looks very much like Sinnott. So this time it's the Leeds defence who were guilty of ball watching, and Bradford going to the lead 3-2. Five minutes into the second half, Bradford take the lead. So once again, Leeds have got to come from behind. And that really was a shocking piece of defending from the Leeds defence. Snowden. And fairly challenged. So it's all to be done again for Leeds. And they're caught offside. Aspen, Sheridan, O'Neill Aspen who continued running against the corner. Good run by the defender, picked it up in midfield, went for the return pass and got the corner. So Leeds once again have got to get back into this game. Snowden, Adams, I like the turn of the Bradford City supporters. Come on this short journey, some 10-12 miles. Their turn to sing and to chant and to encourage their side. Got Mervyn Day here. The Leeds are pushing everyone forward, aren't they? Good spot of defending. Free kick to Bradford. Rennie. Well, there was never any question from the off that Bradford were coming to looking for 3 points, and at the moment they're leading by 3-2. These two sides really giving the crowd full value for money, and it's Bradford holding. Interception by Adams. Oh dearie me, he really can't do that. And away come Bradford again. Palin. Oh, it's hit the bar from Peter Costello. And it's Bradford giving Leeds a run around at the moment. Cross-chanting comes now from the Bradford and the Leeds fans as these two sides battle it away. Leonard, he's offside. And we may be having a substitution for Leeds as Mark Hazelwood has got his tracksuit top off. Batty looking to get the rebound. Blake. Well, he gets it to Aspin. Hilaire. Aspin again. Baird. Oh, lucky that Mitchell was there for Bradford. Baird. The ball to Aspin. And Nicky Adams is coming off and Mark Hazelwood is coming on for Leeds United. The referee hasn't seen it at the moment, he has now. Now he's just holding... Well, he is now. And he's still got his hand strapped from that injury he's sustained at home. And Nicky Adams coming off. And the Leeds United captain, or he was until he lost his place, comes on, and he'll add his strength in that midfield, try and quickly get Leeds back into this game. Blake is there. This match a long way from being over. Blake's header goes wide. There's no change in the Leeds pattern, a straight swap midfielder for a midfielder. Snowden, Sheridan, Baird, Hilaire, Baird yelling for that one early. But good defending, Sheridan to Hilaire, and that's into the West End. And Kennedy, a tough character, always amongst the thick of it, making his presence felt. Batty, Hazelwood, so the game swings to the Bradford goal, and just the way this game has gone from the first whistle, from end to end, thriller minute stuff. Rennie can't get to it, Snowden. Davison. And it's a corner on that far side. And Blake is down there. In fact, a goal kick has been given. Oh, now then. Yes. All the players were shaping for a corner. The referee has changed the decision and it's a goal kick. Rennie again. A lot of Bradford shirts there. It's head tennis at the moment. Aspen. Nice early ball, but unceremoniously out of play from Jackson. They're trying to flick over. Hilaire. Good challenge. Duel in a run with Aspen. Offside, just Peter Costello. Referee waving play on, keeping the game flowing. Rennie, not offside, appeal for offside, but it's a Leeds throw. Gavin Oliver not very pleased about it. David Batty. Hilaire. Baird. Sheridan. A 50-50 ball for Snowden. And he gets there. He did well. Hazelwood. Good save. Hilaire. Oh, couldn't get to it. Well, Mark Hazelwood nearly getting his name on the score sheet there. But Tomlinson doing well. Hilaire just couldn't get a foot to it and Bradford get it away. Back it comes. The pressure on Bradford now as Batty for Leeds. Sheridan. Hazelwood. Everyone apart from Day in the Bradford half. Rennie. Hazelwood. Baird trying to sell the dummy. Didn't come off. Comes to Palin. Costello. Well, there was a shortage of Bradford strikers. Hazelwood quickly making his presence felt. Snowden. Oliver down the far side to Costello, but Glenn Snowding enjoying a good season at left back for Leeds, gets it back to Mervyn Day, and the ball is pumped once again, but Jackson doing well. Now Blake. Sheridan sells the dummy to Hilaire. Haven't had much room to move in tonight, Hilaire. The cross coming in. Baird, brilliant header. And how did Tomlinson get to that one? Well, the Bradford City goalkeeper, certainly the star of his side tonight. One from Davison in the first half, and that one was equally brilliant from Davison. From Baird, rather. Now the corner. Blake. Rennie. Gives away the free kick. He's in bed, so unlucky with that header. The kick from the goalkeeper. Deep into Leeds half. Looking for Jewell. Tricky little customer, this one. With Leonard. And that's the goal kick. Sheridan. Sensible kick that from Day. Batty. Hilaire. Good play. Batty. Leeds buzzing now. Sheridan lucky to get it to Hazelwood. Palin for Bradford. Leonard on his own. Well, he did well, the number 9. He had to have a go. There was no support for him. And still this game goes from end to end. Baird. Hazelwood just can't get there. Snowden. Well, it's important that Leeds get something from this match tonight. 3 points really they were looking for. Because the promotion battle is hotting up. And we're just out of play, unfortunately for Vince Hilaire and Leeds. So this promotion battle really hotting up, and there's a posse of teams still there. And it's important that Leeds get some consistency about them. Otherwise they're going to be lost in the wake of the other clubs. It's looking very much as though Manchester City and Chelsea have got the top 2 spots tied up. Oh no, wait, really. Well, as I predicted, tonight's attendance is 33,325, is the biggest of the season here at Elland Road. And I would think for a number of seasons. And Baird conceding another free kick. To Oliver with the free kick for Bradford. Jewell, Blake, Batty helps him out. Kennedy pumps it forward. Snowden and Rennie undecided. Eventually Snowden gets there. Blake and Batty again. 2 Leeds players not communicating very well. And they let off the hook with a free kick. Day. Yes, so young David Batty, that was needless challenge really. It was never his ball. And all he does in the end is to give Bradford the possession. Leonard. Kennedy. Looking for Leonard again. This time it's gone to Jewell. That's a good cross. Costello. There are no signs of Bradford weakening at all at the moment. In fact, they're looking just that little bit stronger than Leeds. As the game goes on, frustration can tend to come into Leeds, and Bradford will be happy to contain at the moment. Batty. Aspen. Oh, suddenly the passes are going astray from Leeds. Kennedy. And Mervyn Dady was spotting a spot of full-back play. And he's been smittled with the bad passing. Bradford with the throw. Well, the frustration showing in the possession of free kicks that Bradford are getting now. And Bradford are happy to slow the game down. That will be in their favour. They are leading. Hilaire. It's amazing how these local derbies suddenly lift a side who, like Bradford, who has to be said have been struggling, but suddenly they come to Ellen Road, and whether there's something in the water I don't know, but they always seem to raise the game. 18th in the table at the moment. As I said in the opening match comments, that means little in these local derbies. Hazelwood, no one there to pick it up. And Banks for the spot of time wasting. Hazelwood brought it down well. Well, the pace hasn't been obviously as hot as the first half, it just couldn't be. And Bradford will be happy for that breather. As I say, they have the noses in front. There's just under 20 minutes remaining, so there's a lot of time in this match. In the first half, can suddenly change. Rennie's trying to change it quickly with a long one for Baird. Sheridan. Having a lot of Bradford bodies back in the defence. Snowden for Hilaire. That's Mitchell's ball. Right into Allen Road. Sheridan. Oh dear! That was Noel Blake. So Noel Blake already got his name on the score sheet, trying hard to get the equaliser. He was falling as he hit that one. that one. Rennie looking for Baird. Hazelwood can't catch it. Sheridan. And there. Aspin keeps it in. He really ought to have had that one in earlier. Been closed down. He had lots of support, but he wanted to do too much, and he was closed down. That ball has to be pushed in early. He had lots of support inside. Patty. Rennie has to wait. Oh dear. Oh, I said oh dear, but can Davison get there? He can! And he caused a lot of problems. Davison found a turn of speed there that fooled me, and he actually fooled the Bradford City defence. And he's won a corner for his side. Another one. Into the Bradford supporters it goes. So a quarter of an hour remaining, 3-2 Bradford City lead. The referee just having a word. Noah Blake and Peter Jackson, two number 5s. Jewell looking for his keeper, but a bit dangerous. Baird. Batty to Baird. Nasty one this for Bradford. They're under pressure. They didn't want to concede that corner. It should have been away. Rennie up and under. Blake. Thomas in the spot of trouble. Rennie. I'm sure that hit Davison. It looked to be going hit. Bobby Davis is holding his head in his hands. That looked to be going in. I think Davison stopped it. Well, disappointed he couldn't get out of the way, but it was a fierce shot. Blake. And there. Sheridan. Aspin. Baird. Snowden. Snowden. Davison is quick. Gets the throw. For something like 12 minutes, and Leeds United's third defeat since Howard Wilkinson came. Looking a little bit nearer as Bradford City defend in numbers. And really a point isn't any good for Leeds. They really have got to get a couple of goals. The last quarter of the season looms. Now then, Batty, Aspen, David Rennie, Ian Baird. Batty again, Sheridan, Aspen, Neil Aspen, Leeds throw. Still Leeds camped out in the Bradford half, but as yet nothing to show. Well, Hazelwood trying to sneak between two defenders. Blake away by Jackson. Hazelwood keeps that one in. Banks was waiting for it. Leonard. We've got 10 minutes on the watch and Bradford leading by 3-2. Hazelwood, nice touch. Hilaire. Snowden to Blake. Bradford coming out. Jackson, that's food and drink for him. Sheridan, lovely ball. Aspen, can he get it across? It's still in play. With no white shirt underneath it. Rennie, Snowden, and Bradford chasing and hurrying. There they are. See, chase, and you shall find, but it's come through to Hilaire. Sheridan, Batty. Bird! Yes! Ian Bird scores for Leeds United. His first goal in 7 games, and what an important one. But Hazelwood did well, and Leeds have come back once again, 3-3. And there he is, the goal scorer for Leeds. And what a match this has been. Just listen to the noise. Can hardly hear myself speak here. Well, now will Leeds go for the win? They really have to do. 1 point is no good for them. They really must go for 3. But Bradford will have other ideas. But another long kick from Tomlinson. But it's not over yet. This match has been a cracker from the first minute. And it's come alive again. It was slumbering a little, but Baird has got Leeds back. And the free kick. And the substitution is going to be made by Bradford City. The referee has seen it. Waiting to come on. paling has come off. The free kick for Leeds. Blake is there. Just couldn't find Davison. Six minutes remaining. And I, for one, wouldn't back on the result. Now then, Lennon for Bradford City. Good challenge by Aspen. Batty. Rennie just looking to the Leeds crowd. Davison herring away, but just can't get there. And another substitution for Bradford City. Goddard comes on. Costello comes off. And I can imagine that Bradford now will be happy with a point. Leeds have never been in front in this match. They've had to pull themselves back every time, but they've done it well. Well, that was too high for Hilaire. 5 minutes remaining. Aspen, Hazelwood, Jackson, back to Paul Tomlinson, who'd had a good game in goal for Bradford City, made two very important saves from Davison and Baird, and they could well turn out to be crucial. Mitchell allowing that one to run out of play. Still Bradford not finished yet. Hazelwood coming back to assist, and now it's Bradford. We'll be happy to see the ball in the Leeds half, with the scoreboard clock showing 87 minutes. That's Hilaire. Oliver Sheridan picks it up. Today it'll be a long hack down. It isn't, he's sliced it, but he finds Hilaire. Sheridan, oh dear, too hurried. Wanted to get an early ball through to his strikers Davison and Baird, but puts it out of play. Hazelwood, I think he was looking for Day, but he finds Snowden. Baird. So it's Goddard back. Rennie. Mervyn Day. Wanted to get some distance with this. Blake, Baird, Sheridan, Hilaire, suddenly finding room. Rather stabbed at that one. Two minutes. It's Tomlinson, hits a high one down. Blake. Kennedy. Bad one. Hilaire. Davison. Just couldn't find Batty. Now a minute on the watch. That's any injury time the referee cares to add on. We can't recall a lot for South. Aspen, Hazelwood, Jackson, Hazelwood, ball. 90 minutes on the watch. Are we going to have a dramatic finish? Sheridan, Hazelwood coming in, Aspen, oh! Nearly crept through. Davison stepped over it, but Tomlinson, who for my mind has been the hero for Bradford tonight, with some very, very important saves. Took that one very, very cleanly. Batty, he gets a free kick, his ankles were tapped. So we're in injury time now. Everyone on the edge of the seats. Sheridan. What a good positive header. There can't be much time left. Hilaire. It's still in play. Sheridan. Rennie. Baird. Rennie. Snowden with probably the last touch. Still in play. No, it isn't. Quick throw needed. Snowden. Oh, what a bad one. Batty. Corner ball. But it may be too late. There can't be much time now. We're into injury time, well into injury time. The last throw of the dice for Leeds. Sheridan. Baird. Aspen. But the referee brings this cracking game to an end. A bit of a dent to Leeds United's promotion push, but one has to take the hat off to this Bradford City side, who came here 18th in the table, a flu-ridden side, an injury-ridden side. Leeds were never in the lead, but they fought back, and the biggest crowd of the season surely have had their money's worth tonight. So with the players congratulating each other, the referee with the ball in his hand, this is Tom Meeshaw saying goodbye from Ellen Road with the final score, Leeds United 3, Bradford City 3.